How do you watch live TV on an Amazon Fire Stick? It's really easy to do, and we're going to take a quick look now. Right, so that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's crack on. Right, so on your Amazon Fire Stick, obviously there's some apps that will give you access to absolutely everything, but this is good for people who haven't got access to like a TV aerial. There's a lot of people with Fire Sticks in bedrooms and just want some local TV channels. And on your Fire Stick home screen, if I scroll to the side, you're going to likely see one that says live, and then underneath you've got a guide and a few channels. Now, if you don't see this live section, don't worry, there is still a way you can access these channels. But if I just click on where it says guide, it's going to bring up an EPG, and as you can see, we've got BBC, ITV, and there's quite a few on there. Now, if you're in such as the US, I'm guessing you've got loads more channels than what I see on here. But then if I go down a little bit more, you've got a couple of Prime Video channels, and then Plex as well, quite a few on here as well. And then at the bottom, you've got one for like Red Bull TV, which I'm not a fan of, but you can remove it from this guide. You can also add more channels to this as well. One of the downfalls is, if I were to click on channel 1 there, it doesn't play locally straight from here. It will open the iPlayer app and play the live channel from there, but it does still work absolutely fine. So if I click on back, and then I go down to the bottom, there's an option on the left here saying featured live TV apps. If I click on this, it'll give you an option with a few apps you can install that can be added to that live guide. So say I want to add Pluto TV. Click on that and get selected apps. Download the app. Now, because we've only just downloaded that app, what you'll likely see is it's not yet been added on here. Even though it's just installed, as you can see, there's still the same list as we had before. If I go back, and now I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom, and then you're going to get a few options down here. You've got live TV sources. This is where you can manage which channels actually show. So I don't want the Red Bull TV to show on the guide, so I can turn that off, and that'll simply just remove those channels from there. You can also install apps from here as well to add to that guide, so add more channels. But now if I go back and go across to settings on the right hand side, and then you've got a few different options. We've got managed channels, there's 123 currently, and then we've got an option for sync sources. If I click on this, we've just installed Pluto TV, so I'll click on that, but it says they've already loaded in. Whereas with Plex, I had to click on that and then add channels, and then it just dragged them straight in. So if you found that you've installed an app and it's not showing on that guide, simply come here, sync sources, choose the app, and then you should find that they get added. So once I go back into the guide, we should see that Pluto TV is now being added in here. Oh, and this is the list here. As you can see, there's actually quite a lot. And also if you click on where it says guide, I'll just open one up quickly. And as you can see, it opens the app, and then once we give it a couple of moments, it should fire straight into that live TV channel.
Let's look at that again.
Better turn that down, Anna. But it plays absolutely fine, but what you will find is once you click on back, it'll not take you back to that guide, it'll take you into the iPlayer app. Now, there is something else you can do as well, but first of all, we've missed it today, so here it is. What do you call a hippo with one leg? A hoppo. Awful, I know. Don't forget, comment your dad jokes down below. Right, so if you don't see that live section there, no problem. But what you would have to do is open the apps individually. So if you wanted to watch something on BBC, you'd have to open iPlayer. Same with ITV, you'd go into ITVX. And they've got their own live TV sections. Now, if you don't see the live section and you want to install those apps to your Fire Stick, all you have to do, most of you will already know this, go to Find on your home screen, click down to Search, just start typing in the app, whether it be iPlayer, ITVX, and once you search that, the apps will come up there and you can download them. Now, there is a way to access more channels, but this is good for people who like to watch local TV. Like I say, it's something I get asked a lot about people with Fire Sticks in the bedroom, or they've got no aerial to the TV and that sort of thing. I know to some people it's going to be like, why do I want to watch that? I want everything. But this is still a very handy way for people to watch live TV on a Fire Stick. And also on this live section here, if I click on guide, you can click on the 3-line button. If I remove me 1 second, you have got a couple of options here as well. So you can add certain channels to favorites, you can manage the channels. So if I click on that. That's where you can hide apps you don't want to see channels from. And don't forget as well, if I go into Get Live TV Apps in one go, if I click on this, such as Plex is missing from here, but it does work inside that guide. So let me know if you use this, which apps do you integrate into it that might not show in this bit here that other people might find useful. So if you were looking how to watch some live TV on your Fire Stick, hopefully this video helped. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da!